Right now, the world is facing a simple but terrifying question. How much longer before your grocery bill doubles? The 2026 energy crisis has already sent oil prices surging past $115 a barrel, completely paralyzed the Strait of Hormuz, and triggered massive shortages in the one thing every farmer on Earth depends on: fertilizer. What started as a regional energy conflict has now become a direct daily threat to the food sitting on your kitchen table. Here's exactly why fertilizer is the hidden trigger that almost nobody is talking about yet. The Arabian Gulf region supplies up to 46% of the world's traded urea and between 20 and 30% of all seaborne fertilizers. With repeated attacks on major energy sites and shipping routes blocked for weeks, those critical supplies have been severely disrupted. Fertilizer prices have already jumped between 21% and 41% in just the last few weeks alone. Farmers from the United States to India, Europe, and Southeast Asia are now staring at much higher input costs right at the beginning of the critical planting season, and they have no choice but to pass every extra dollar straight on to consumers. Oil at $115 and still rising is making the entire situation even worse. Diesel fuel for tractors, trucks, and irrigation pumps is significantly more expensive. Shipping companies are forced to reroute tankers all the way around Africa, adding weeks to every voyage and millions in extra fuel costs. Insurance premiums have skyrocketed. Every single link in the global food supply chain is getting more expensive at exactly the same time, creating a perfect storm of rising costs. The price increases are already visible in supermarkets around the world. Grocery prices for everyday staples like bread, rice, cooking oil, meat, and dairy are climbing faster than at any point in the last 3 years. Vegetable oils have jumped 5% in a single month. Sugar prices are up 7%. Wheat and corn futures are also moving sharply higher. Analysts who track these markets daily say the increases are not just continuing. They are actually accelerating week after week. Certain items are on track to double first. In import-dependent countries, bread and rice could see the biggest jumps. Cooking oils and processed foods that rely heavily on palm and soy are already under intense pressure. Meat and dairy products will follow closely because animal feed depends almost entirely on fertilized crops. Even fresh fruits and vegetables are feeling the heat as farmers in multiple regions decide to plant less this season to control their soaring costs. The timeline is what worries experts the most. If the current Gulf disruptions continue for another 30 to 60 days, fertilizer shortages could tighten global supplies enough to push average household grocery bills up between 50% and 100% by late summer or early fall. Some independent forecasts are already showing food inflation hitting double digits across multiple major economies. The longer this energy war drags on, the faster and steeper the price spiral becomes. For ordinary families, this means much tighter budgets, harder choices at the checkout counter, and real pressure on monthly household spending. Many people are already cutting back on meat, skipping certain brands, or shopping more carefully. And the worst may still be ahead. Watch for 3 key signals in the coming days that could dramatically shorten the timeline. Fertilizer prices jumping another 20% or more in a single week, any new confirmed strikes on major Gulf export facilities, or oil pushing above $120 a barrel and holding there. Any one of those developments would signal that the pain at the grocery store is about to get much worse, much faster. How much longer before your grocery bill doubles in the 2026 energy crisis? The next few weeks will likely decide how steep this climb gets, and whether this becomes just a painful increase or something far more serious for households everywhere. The numbers are moving in real time, and the impact is heading straight to your kitchen table.